Yeah, a little bit of dead mouse.
Oh yeah!
Come on, let's get in here.
Not too much dancing going on.
Bring her in, bring her in. Alright, bring her down, bring her down. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's episode of Canucks Corner, the Lockout Edition. On my right, Randy Hull. On my left, Michael Zale.
How you guys doing?
Myself, Taylor Dahl.
Alright, Taylor.
Sad day.
The sad day in the hockey world, isn't it, Randy?
It's absolutely terrible for sure, but it's a good day in the beer world here.
It is. Our sponsor,
Fireball Brewery.
right here.
Go down, extinguish your thirst.
Extinguish your thirst, guys. Do it quick. Mike,
Yes.
first thoughts, initial thoughts of the evening.
Well, frustration obviously among the fans.
Well, no, correction. It's a great evening. Thoughts on the evening are great, but
Thoughts of the evening are great, but thoughts in the hockey evenings.
Well, yeah, it's good to be back on the show with you folks. You might be our only chance this season. You never know.
Sad thought.
And yeah, but it's disappointing under the circumstances. We could have been doing a what's it called, training camp special.
We could have been talking about trades, we could have been talking about a lot of things. But instead, we're talking about how we're not playing yet.
It is.
Cheers to no hockey!
cheers to no hockey, folks.
Let's get into it here, though.
What's that, a stout? That's a stout.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna talk
Holy
about
smokes.
the Canuck players.
But first, can I just point out that we have no Canucks member... Oh, you can see it.
What? Oh, is it?
You're not supposed to see that picture right up there. And this symbol right there. Because we're not supporting any hockey right now. We're not supporting Canucks. We're not supporting the NHL trademark. We're not supporting anything.
Because we're disgusted in what's going on in the hockey industry right now.
And if you want, you can sign a petition on our Facebook page. I don't know if you guys have signed it yet.
Well,
I did.
Mike did?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't yet, but I'm going to.
Now,
A lot of meetings today.
I just want to say something here.
I want that baby.
Shh. What do you want to say?
I forgot.
Mike's
That's
just out of the loop. No big deal.
It's been a
But
while. We're a little rusty,
Especially, you know,
guys.
we're going to talk about the Canucks players, though, and where we think someone are going to go. There already four
That's all
main
good.
players have gotten sent down. Four of our better young players. Mike,
That's going to be Chris Tanev,
Chris Tanev,
Zachary Cassian,
Zachary Cassian,
Edward Lack,
Dan Kluche,
and Kevin Connaughton.
Kevin
Those
Connaughton.
are four kind of top prospects,
I thought Connaughton was going to have a chance to make the team this year as well.
especially with Salo being traded or signing with Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he's a great
And
Canadian
they're going
kid.
down to the farm team, that is?
They're going down to
Down to
Chicago
Wolves.
Wolves. So the AHL season is obviously going to keep going.
Be booming.
Going to Europe. No players have really said officially, have they?
Well, we've got Malkin and Gonchar for sure
Well,
signed. They're going to even play next week, I think.
And I believe that
Sedins?
Crosby said he's interested in going to Europe as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Maybe. I could be wrong.
What about, I heard something about the Sedins. Where are they going?
They said they're only interested in going to Europe if it's for the full season. They're not interested in going there and then coming back
Oh, fair
halfway
enough.
through the season.
Okay.
They want to stay in Vancouver if something fires up.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Now,
right.
the thing though is that I read with the KHL, they're only going to take the top talent from the NHL, so no Paul Bichonets and stuff like that.
That was a question we had actually from Ross McGinnis.
Ross McGinnis, sorry.
Saucy
sorry.
McGinnis said something along the lines of, I don't have it here, but he said he wondered what we think of just the elite players being allowed.
Yeah. Well, that's Pink Sock 22 on Twitter. Follow it.
The way I feel is that's fine. They can pick and
Oh,
choose.
that is bad.
What I think is not fair is that the players are all going to go over there and take jobs. There was one player, I can't remember who it was, an NHL player said, I don't think that we should be taking jobs from the other people over there.
It's a trickle-down effect, right?
Yeah, it's a trickle. Like, basically, it's kind of just like if you just pour a beer and it trickles.
And you watch it trickle.
But
Yeah.
That's kind of what
And
it's like.
it's the same thing in North America. Players going down to the AHL or players going back to their junior
No, yeah,
teams.
you're right.
It is
But-
all trickle. It all trickles down.
It is stupid, though. I mean, you lose your job, tough. I mean, don't affect people that aren't being affected by the lockout. I mean,
Yeah,
you know what I
and I
mean? It's like a domino effect.
And the thing is, the players going down to the AHL are a lot of them are the players that are on the bubble. So it's okay that, and they've been through that. They went through the AHL.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I mean,
It's not going to be Crosby going down to the AHL.
Exactly. That would just be a serious
It's a greed thing too. They don't need to make any more money. Like this, it's sad. This whole thing's about money because money should be the last thing these guys talk about. I mean,
But then at the same time, one thing is that the players that are willing to continue playing in Europe, most of them will have to be taking reduced salary, so they won't be making what they're making in the NHL.
oh, too bad.
and
They
they're-
make double a doctor's.
And they're not going to be covered by insurance, so they're risking injury.
oh, boo hoo.
Just saying, it's the chance they're taking.
Mike, can you read a few of the questions here on our live stream? Ram asked a couple questions.
You know what? I can't.
You can't right now.
I can. We'll come back to that. How about?
Can you bring it up? What else are we going to talk about? Oh, just some of the logistics of the lockout. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but the NHL is basically, right now, the players had 57% of it, which equated to about $1.87 billion, correct?
Yes.
And
they want that down to.
And the NHL originally shot that down to 43%, but now they've come back and say they want to give the players 49%-ish, and then that's going to be down to 47% after 5 years. And the players were looking for a 4-year agreement originally, and then they went up to 5. And then, but the players are saying they deserve about 54%, and they're going down to 52%. So hello, folks. How about you meet in the middle? Players get 51% and end at 49%. How does that sound?
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
The end.
Cheers.
The end.
Done. We just fixed the whole problem, and these guys make $8 million a year.
No,
Gary Bettman still can't figure it out.
Gary Bettman.
Yeah,
Mike?
that's another good fact is that Gary Bettman, the guy that's kind of in the middle of all this whole thing, a lot of people
He's a
don't.
douche, by the
A lot
way.
of people don't like him, but he is controlled. He is a puppet of the owners. Just say. But anyways, fun fact is that
The puppet,
his salary is just under $8 million a year.
which is more than half the players.
And
More than probably 90% of the players in the NHL.
Is he going to be making this while there's a lockout? Question.
Probably.
Probably, right?
Well, I don't see why he wouldn't.
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't he? What a weasel.
What a fucking weasel.
There is a trade to be
Oh, yeah.
announced.
ladies and gentlemen, by the way, there are going to be F-bombs as well as during this episode.
Nah, during the after hours.
After
though.
hours, we'll bring out
There's
the
lots of
F-bombs.
kids.
Just
There's
in
about
case.
600 kids I know that watch this. Just this main
Yeah.
thing, so.
Okay,
600.
now, one thing, Luongo, Roberto Luongo, the big question
Trades.
mark of the summer. He's going to get traded.
No,
He hasn't
he's
been
not.
traded. He was going to get traded. He hasn't been traded yet. Taylor prays every night. Maybe that's why he's still around. But
that
you can't get traded during a lockout, so he's around for a while at
He's
least.
safe for a while.
you be around.
And kudos to Luongo. He's been practicing with the team. He's been a great teammate.
Canucks for Kids a little while back, he was there being hard, on Facebook, still supporting his team.
Guys, I'm going to read out some questions for you guys, okay?
Okay.
We got first question from Ram.
Ramnik?
Uh, So
Ram.
why does Doan sign with Phoenix and not the Vancouver Canucks? In French, oui, so they don't say the Vancouver Canucks. That was actually Japanese, but
well, I'm going to say he wanted to stay in Phoenix. That's where he's played his entire career, is with that organization.
okay.
Can't blame the guy. With the uncertainty of the lockout, I don't think the Canucks really, what's he going to be, 37 or 8 years old when the lockout's over? And then we'd have him for an extra 3 years after that. So, I don't know.
When the lockout's over, when do you think it's going to be over?
Well, if it's the whole season, maybe, then he'll be that old. And,
What are the chances of being the whole season facing? What do you guys
no idea.
think?
Can't tell.
Just another question, guys, from Ram.
Oh, it's just sad.
Ram's full of questions tonight, unlike most of you fans watching. He says, how will all the concession and stadium workers make money in NHL barns without a season?
That's what I think I was going to talk about.
Players
I think
the ones
that
being affected.
we don't worry about the guys making millions. They're going to be fine. It's the guys selling your popcorn and $8 beers at Rogers Arena.
Yeah, the maintenance crews.
You know what? One point that I have, guys, is that in Calgary, I know that the Flames are planning to spread their workers around the whole, because they own the AHL team, and they own, I think, lower teams, so they're going to spread their workers around.
Hey, well, good on the Flames. I can't believe I'm saying that, but classy organization.
Classy. I mean, it's because the players. To be honest, they're probably crappy. We can't play hockey. I wanted to win the cup this year, but at the same time,
Well, the Flames weren't saying that, but yeah.
Okay, but the players, in all honesty, I mean, Kessler, she's tweeting like crazy. I'm officially a hockey dad. I'm stoked to be watching my kid play hockey with coffee in hand. He is having a blast playing, spending his money right now. I mean, it's the guys working at Rogers Arena that don't.
Yeah, they're going to be the ones affected. Okay,
Yeah, with
anyways,
families and whatever.
we got under a minute to go. I have one question for you guys.
Oh,
What are you going to do in this year off? What are you going to follow? Are you going to follow other hockey or other sports? Randy?
I'm going to follow lacrosse.
Look, I'm going to keep up to date with the golf world.
Yeah, that's
And-
true. Ryder Cup coming up.
And I'm going to be following the WNBA.
WNBA.
Los Angeles Sparks, number one in your heart.
I'll be buying new suits for the next whenever we do the Canucks Square again.
All right, thank you for following, guys.
Stay
and
tuned for the after hours.
Stay
Coming up
tuned
next.
for after hours.
Cheers, Farwell Brewery.
Cheers, guys. Farrell Brewery. Sid Rowan. Thanks, Sid.
Thanks, Sid.
Thank you, Dylan.